Alright, this is gonna be really short and mini. So, as another forewarning, I do have this game on my PS3, as well as Giga BASARA 4, just 4, not Sumeragi, Vanilla 4, and I have Sumeragi again, as well as Utage, and 3 Samurai Heroes, the English one. I have those all on my PS3. I have playlists for all of those games. I do not play the PS3 versions to any of these games anymore, and I haven't for years now. I only play the PS4 versions of Sumeragi now. And I have stated how to do this before, but somebody was asking me how to do Giga BASARA. It's not Basta, it's Basara. So Giga BASARA, I just say it differently because I have an accent if people haven't noticed. So Giga BASARA, or Basara, however you want to say it. So Giga BASARA, so I have my controller set up custom. I have custom inputs for my way my controller works. And I've been trying to tell people that this is my inputs here. So this one, the top one will swap my characters out. The bottom one will activate the style gauge or the hero gauge, which slows everything down. This one is like my pointer, and this one is to switch like my my R2s. So to activate the Giga BASARA, you have to hit the I think it's L2 to get your other character to move. So you can tell if you do it correctly because you can see this beam of light. So this is the L2 button. Okay, when your BASARA gauges glow red, if you hit the circle button, it'll activate it. And I've been trying to tell someone this because people have been asking me how to do this, because the game does tell you, but because it's all in Japanese, you probably wouldn't know how to do that anyway. But that's how you do that. Yeah, and then that's to change my R2s, and then I can also tell them with my left arrow button, like, you know, come over here, hit this. So if the beam of light lights up, you can tell him, your second ally, where to go. And when you move them or tell them where to attack or what to hit, their BASARA gauge will glow red during that time. While during that time, you have like what feels like only a second to activate the Giga BASARA. You don't really have a whole lot of time. It only glows red for a little while. And that's basically how you do it. Somebody was asking me, left a comment. I did answer them back, but they never answered me. It seemed like they just didn't care. I don't know. But I wanted to do another video. Or not another, yeah, I guess another, because I have already done this before. But I wanted to do a video because I like to demonstrate things. I like to have a visual. That's the way I do things. I've always learned better with visuals. So I felt like it would be easier to show that in a video. And basically, that's how I do it. It's just, I kind of get a little frustrated when people ask certain questions because of the fact that I have my controller, my inputs, my buttons, I have them custom set up. They're not going to match yours if you're using default, which a lot of people are using default. And because of the fact that they are using default, I can't really help you with that because I can't remember what the default buttons are. In some cases, it has been a very long time since I've ever used the default button, and I can't remember what it even used to be. So I have my controller set up custom. Again, I'll show you what it is. So on my D-pad, my up arrow switches from Kasuga to Hanbei. Okay, my down arrow will activate my slow time. It's called a style gauge. I'm so used to it being called hero gauge because that's what it used to be called. It's called a style gauge. My L2 button will tell Hanbei where to attack. It's also the same thing with my left arrow button. It'll tell him where to go. You can tell if it's working because a beam of light will show up, and then you'll see him glow, and then he'll move. So that's how you can tell if that's working correctly. And I have it set up for both buttons. My L2 button does it, and my left arrow, so this arrow here, where it's glowing yellow. So my left arrow tells Hanbei where to go based on where I put it. My up arrow switches characters. my bottom arrow activates the style gauge, and my right arrow switches between all 3 of my R2s. So I'll let you look at this menu for a little while in case you want to set your controller or your button inputs up like mine, your button configuration. This is basically how I have my controller set up. This is how I even had it set up on my PS3 for both Vanilla 4 and Sumeragi on the PS3 versions. I've had it set up like this because it was easier for me. So again, my up arrow is to switch my characters. My down arrow is to activate my style gauge, which slows everything down. My right arrow is also like my L2 button, which tells my second character where to go and where to attack. And my right arrow is to switch between all 3 of my R2s. So again, I push down, see it activates it, slows everything down. Then with L2 I can tell Hanbei to hit Kojiro, and he'll do so. And then I can switch between all 3 of my R2s. I have her pull down set as the last one, so I can go and set that so that I can use it. Also, while I'm doing this, I can still tell Hanbei where to attack. You can even spam the hell out of it too, like this. And he'll do it. He'll attack even if he gets hit though, he'll cancel it. He only can do certain moves at a time. All the moves that he does is random. If you hit the button, he'll just do whatever. Like, you have no control over what attack he does. As in with the earlier games, like with Giga BASARA 3 Samurai Heroes, a lot of people were mad because you had only an assist option, where if you hit your start button or your select button, it was basically whenever you made your character taunt, your ally character would do a move. Like, they would follow you, but you couldn't switch to them, you couldn't play as them, you couldn't tell them where to attack. Every time you would taunt, they would do one attack. They would slash forward. Like with Kenshin, he would just slash forward every time you taunted, and a lot of people were pretty mad about that. But in Utage though, they changed it. They added a feature. You can either have them as an ally or as a comrade. Setting them as a comrade, you could not play as them, but they would follow you in battle and accompany you in battle, and you could see them. Or if you set, because it was assist or comrade were the 2 options, so they could assist you by just following you, or they can actually be your comrade, and you can switch freely between the characters. That's where it differentiated. So this is why I like Sumeragi the most, is because of the fact that the game is a lot better. There's more characters to use. You're able to switch between characters at will. As with Vanilla 4, Giga BASARA 4, you had to level a character up to level 50 before you could switch between them. Both characters, I think, had to be at level 50 to unlock the switch ability. And here you can do it at level 1. And I actually like that a lot. Instead of having to unlock that ability, I like being able to have it at the start. And also being able to switch from one character to another on the fly is pretty good too. In case you get yourself into a tight spot, you can switch from one character to another. And if you activate a Basara attack with one character, you can switch to your second while your other character finishes their Basara attack, and you don't got to worry about it canceling. They will finish it on their own. So I can activate Kasuga's Basara and then switch to Hanbei and still fight, and she'll finish it in the background on her own. I don't have to, it doesn't cancel. I don't have to switch back to her. She'll finish it on her own. And I really like that a lot. So, and you can also tell him where to attack. As with in the previous games, you couldn't do that. Well, in Utage, if you had your comrade ability, I still think you couldn't tell them where to attack. If I remember correctly, you still could not. It was more like an assist thing that was based on your taunt. It was very convoluted. A lot of people didn't like it. I'm pretty sure though, you still couldn't tell your other characters to attack. Like in Utage, they would just follow you. You couldn't tell them where to attack or anything like that, and here you can. So that's why I said this is one of my favorite Basara games. It's the only one I ever really play. It's the only one I ever really liked. I did like the older ones, but I like this one for multiple reasons. A lot of the mechanics, more player characters, and it's overall fun as well. It never feels boring. Some of the stages can get repetitive, but it's the same with any game really. But it really is fun. Also, the level cap is pretty freaking high at 999, as you can see by Hanbei there. It's the highest level you can go to, and that's incredibly overpowered. Um, as overpowered as it may be, though, I'm currently playing on Heaven difficulty, and you can still get insta-killed on this difficulty with a max character. You can still be insta-killed fairly easily. Also, Basara attacks are blockable if I can guard at the right moment, but yeah, there I go. I parried it, so I caused him to cancel it. So I think it's cool that Basara attacks can be parried. I think it was like that. It's like that too. And I'm not sure in the Samurai Warrior series you can Muso cancel a character. I think in the Dynasty Warrior series you might be able to do it as well. If you hit your Muso at the same time your enemy hits theirs, it'll cancel both of yours. No, he's still in my life. There's an ability in Warriors 53 Ultimate, like a little equipment thing that you can give one of your characters. Like what was it called? I'm very tired. Like I said, in one of my other videos, it's like 10 something in the morning right now. I've been awake since 9 something in the morning yesterday. So I'm not fully here. It's like one of your crap, I can't think of the word. It's a thing, an acquirement thing you can give to the characters, and it was called Beastly Mirror. So basically, it'll cause your character to occasionally counterattack with a Muso. So if somebody launches a Muso at them, they can launch theirs to cancel it. So that's what that was. I think it's accessory is what it was called. I don't think that's actually it, but I'm gonna just go with it. So basically that's some of the things I wanted to share about the game. I've been doing little guides here and there for people that wanted to know. That's how you activate Giga BASARA. And there's other things you can do as well, such as you can switch characters between Basara attacks and a lot of things, really. I just also wanted to show people my controller setup, because I have my controller customly set up. So when people sometimes ask me questions, I'm like, well, what's your controller setup like? Are you using default options? Because if you are, I might not be able to help you based on that. I have my controller set up pretty simple based. You can set yours up like the way I have mine, I don't care. And the way I have mine set up, like I was showing earlier, it's easier. It's easy. You wouldn't get confused at all. So I can show you again. My up arrow is to switch characters. Down arrows to activate my style gauge, hero gauge, whatever you want to call it. The blue bar that goes around your character's image. It'll activate that, which slows down time for a limited time. Also, my left arrow tells my second character where to attack based on where I point it. And my right arrow switches between all three of my R2 attacks. Like at the bottom here, you can switching. And then my left arrow, as well as my R2, my L2 does the same thing. So I use my L2 button, by the way. I never use the left D-pad arrow when I'm telling like Hanbei where to attack. I always use the L2 button. I have it set twice as a shortcut. The D-pads are shortcut options for these, by the way. Originally, to activate the stylus gauge, I think you had to hit something like L1 and R1 at the same time. Is originally how you had to activate that. Was hitting L1 and R1 together would activate it, I think. As for the Giga BASARA, it's still been the same. Just hit to the light. You gotta hit the little L2, and then when the light shows up, if your character's BASARA gauges are full like they are now, when I'm telling you, see how they're glowing red at the bottom? That's when you hit the circle button, and it would activate it. This is called a Giga BASARA, or BASARA, however you want to say it. And that's what this is. And then you get Giga BASARA E artwork images, BASARA E. And each character has their own unique image and character phrase. I do moveset videos where I show those off. I'm not going to repeat what they are right now. Hanbei's is a castle, 7 writings, and then Kasuga's is just roses. But each character has something different. Different character phrase, different a personal artwork image that's unique only to them. So, and they were painted by real Japanese painters, so that's cool too, I suppose. So again, that is how you activate it. Just hit your L2 button to tell them to move, and then when they do that, your Basara gauges will go from blue to red while they are glowing red. Only when they're glowing red, hit the Basara button, and it'll activate the Giga BASARA. That's the only way to do it. It's fairly easy. I don't know how people could get confused by that. Please, no. Oh, he does the clap. That's actually an illness. Sexual disease. No, he does the move where he claps both of his hands together and it summons like these giant red walls, and if you get smashed in between both of those, it can insta-kill you. I've been insta-killed by it before and it's utter garbage. Freaking Hideyoshi. He's a giant monkey. That's what people know him as. I actually like Hideyoshi here. I hate him in Samurai Warriors. Oh my god, he's just the most annoying piece of shit. I don't actually care for Hideyoshi at all, but I prefer this version of him. He's more tougher. He's more meaner looking, more serious. Seems like he's not somebody you want to fuck with. I like this version of Hideyoshi more. He was often depicted as a large man who often resembled a monkey, which is why he's called Monkey by Nobunaga in the Samurai Warrior series. That's why he gets that name. Please, Hanbei, no. Freaking stop. Oh, he owned the ever-living shit out of me. Hanbei, you can own me any day of the week, of the year, of the month, but not right now, please. No. Freaking Yoshitsugu and his balls! Throwing his balls in my face! Balls in my face. I think they're supposed to be marbles, but okay, we'll just go with that. Oh, ha, ha, ha. Man, Hanbei just does not care. Apparently not. So, hopefully that helps you understand some things. They killed him! No! Stop it! God, why am I deadlocking with you? I'm not in a button mashing mood. Man, he's so hard, so long, so strong. Man, some of those one-on-ones or clashes rather, they get pretty hard. Like the ones against like the faster characters like Sakon or Keiji, forget it. Forget that shit. You'll be there smashing all day and it gets hard. Like you'll be spamming the shit out of the button until you get completely tired. Like I feel like the clashes in this game are a lot harder than the clashes in like Samurai Warriors or Dynasty Warriors or Warriors Orochi. Like those ones are hard at some points, but I feel like they're harder here. Like, oh my god, the clashes here are freaking ridiculous. So, hopefully, again, you learned something. Hopefully you can understand parts of the game, because those are the most asked questions I've been getting lately. How to activate Giga BASARA. And I have my controller set up differently, and I wanted to show that. No, Hanbei, what the shit? Parry, stop that crap. Stop it. Yamete kudasai, Hanbei-sama. Oh god, my stomach. I've only been able to eat like once a day. I've been low on food. A lot of people don't know that's my own personal life. I don't know why I'm telling you this. I hardly have any money for food ever. It all goes on bills and stuff. As long as I have a roof over my head. But yeah, I get to eat, don't get me wrong. It's just, I'm lucky if I do get to eat once a day. With the food and what I'm able to get. And, oh my god. This is terrible. I hope nobody heard that. It sounded like a whale dying in the distance. Just, it's exactly what it sounded like. Again, this video is random. I just wanted to show off some thingies. I'm up against Motonari and Motochika right now. They're two of my favorites. I like Motonari the most, though. He's so cool with his ring blade. Oh, there he goes with his Basara. So if you get far enough away from Motonari-san, he can actually summon a sun. Look at it. It's so cool. Please, help me. Tasket. It's okay. I'm fine. It's fine. It's so fine. Oh, it's so fine. Just like me. Oh. Alright. Oh yeah, there's a glitch right here. If you activate her pole dance and then fail it, she'll go like this. She'll descend all the way down like that slowly. It's a funny glitch. Like the pole disappears, like the beam of light rather, that's supposed to be the pole will disappear and reappear, and then they'll wait too. They'll wait till you land. They won't attack you until you actually get up. Wow, men who wait, I like that. Very, very respectable. From Hanbei and freaking Kanbei and Matabei here, like, I would never expect them to wait for a woman. Well, Kanbei maybe, but Matabei, no, definitely not. So Kanbei Kuroda and Matabei Goto. I don't really care for Kanbei. He's okay, but I don't like him in Samurai Warriors. I didn't really care for him there at all. He's okay here, but I don't play as him. Never really played as him, so I like his design, and he's funny as a character to have as comedic relief, but he's not somebody I super like. I do like Matabei though, who I just owned. Matabei Goto. I like him a lot. I like his moveset. His design is cool. Like a dinosaur. No! She's just tornado for days. Oh no, he's gonna do the grab move where he does like a wrestling grab move. I don't know. What was with her upper and lower body? It looked like it twisted. Like her legs were facing the wrong opposite direction from her upper body. Or did I see that wrong? So Kotaro Fuma and Yoshiaki Mogami. Funny. I remember his old English voice for Yoshiaki. He used to talk like that. And his English voice mimics the Japanese one. I suppose I could turn the sound back on. So I'm gonna do a full playthrough on this. This is the Takeda Otoko Dojo. Turn the sound back on. Soren Otomo and Shikanosuke Yamanaka. Wow, Hanbei's ball is finished. Ow, my big face. Nope. So this is obvious, but Ieyasu Tokugawa and Mitsunari Ishida. Oh, Mitsunari. Oh, let's watch his boss run slow down. I don't think I've ever seen his slow down before. Honey? Honey? Aww. You've been killed by way of flying. Come on, honey, come on. Oh. Kanasugu Naoi. Get him, Hanbei. Get him. Yeah. Get the scroll. Tsuruhime Magoichi Saika. Hey, yokai desu? Roger. Bubble Queen. Okay. So it's Matsunaga Hisehide who's in front of me, and then Ashikaga Yoshiteru is behind me, and he's fast. Whew. I like him a lot. He's the emperor of the 13 Shogun. I like Ashikaga a lot. He's so cool. He's so cool. He's so cool. I like Matsunaga a lot too. His spider motif. Hanbei. Oh no, Matsunaga! Toyotomi no Hinjuera. Oh no, Kasuga. Give me that. Send the Rikyu. I like him too. Oh. No. Sounds like Takatoro Toto from Samurai Warrior. Hanbei, no! He's not. That ain't gonna work. He has such a wide range. So now I think we're going up against Shingen Takeda, Sasuke Sarutobi, and Yukimura Sanada. Kazakashi! Embarrassed? What are you embarrassed about? Oh my god, I'm in a rock. Come on. No, Sasuke! Fine. You didn't level up though. I don't know why he's saying the thing he says when he... Never mind. Takenaka. I'm dying. Oh. I was not going to recite that. I was just shaking my head the whole time. I was like, nope. Alright, well, hopefully I taught you something. If not, that's fine. Let's see here. The character's personal inscription I was gonna get. Can't remember who. Oh dear, I can't remember who it was. I can't remember who it was. Oh my god. Homarai mode. I don't know about that. Dies on Dempuka! No, that's Yukimura's. Yuki. I'm starting to sound like you know, yeah. I think it's Kenten Daifunka, which is blaze, flared up, whatever. He starts with his weapons on fire. That makes his traps longer. Did I ever get that for Modenary? Mori-san! Where are you, Mori-san? I do have it. There it is. Okay, glad I didn't buy it again. That would have been really freaking stupid. I don't have Hanbei's. That just makes him start in his Ikai Wakomote mode where he glows purple. I don't know if I want that. Maybe I should get hers to make Naruya Isen last longer. Suru. I already had it. Well, I can put it on another weapon. Damn it, I forgot that I already had it though. Sha-da-da-da. Sha-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I needed to get her a limit break for her gold weapon as well. Though I don't use gold weapons that much. I don't know why I would even care about that. What the hell? I screwed that up. I forgot I already had hers. Haha, silly me. Tricks are for freaking kids. Well, nothing that can be done about it now. Well, I guess thanks for watching if you did. Go through all my button controls here. Turn off the music for a second. Damn it though. I forgot that I had already had hers. Shoot. Well, it's okay, because I didn't really know who I had wanted to get anyway right now. Because some of them I didn't really super care for. I should have got Sasuke's, which gets him the shadow clones that accompany his attacks. This one, for Magoichi, makes her, instead of shooting normal bullets, she shoots rockets or something with the cannon. I already have his. Yeah, I should have got Sasuke's. I was wanting to get his, but I friggin' didn't. Damn it. Well, there's always next time. I have, like, I have half. 3,696, and I need, 5,000, so. I'm very tired. I'll be able to get that quickly, because sometimes I end up getting the Tenka Metal coins from bases, or the little guys show up and you can get a lot of coins from those. So, well, I'm gonna go ahead and let this video end itself. I'm very tired. After I just did a rant video about issues I've been having. I just wanted to help some people out. Like I said, I've been getting asked these questions, so I thought, I can do a little video showing how to switch characters, what my controller is set up, because I have my controller set up customly, so I thought I'd show people what that is. Like I said, my up arrow on the D-pad is to switch characters, my down arrow is to activate my hero gauge, or style gauge as it's called, and my left arrow is to tell, like, Hanbei where to attack, but my L2 button also does that. I use L2, I never use the left arrow, but it's set up to do that, but I always use L2. And then my right arrow switches between all three of my R2 attacks. That's basically what my button controls are. Very easy. Very simple. Nothing too difficult. I'll let you look at this menu a little bit longer in case you want it to set your configuration up like mine. Again, my up arrow switches characters. My down arrow activates my style gauge, which slows down time. My left arrow tells my second character, battle comrade, where to go, what to attack, based on where you aim it. And my right arrow switches between all three of my R2s. So, So that's basically that. But again, thanks for watching if you did. I'm Sovereign Sage. I want to do a little bit of gameplay randomly, as well as show off some things, and to say yet again that if you people, I don't play the PS3 versions of this game anymore, so I wouldn't even bother commenting on my PS3 videos if you happen to come across any. I'm actually thinking about deleting all of those videos anyway, due to people harassing me personally, giving me shit, telling me that the quality sucks, and man, those videos are years old. I did a separate video talking about that already though. Won't rant about it too much here. If I have a video that's like 2015, 16, 17, 18, even, yeah, I don't care. I don't focus on videos I did even like a week ago. I focus on what I'm currently doing the day I'm doing it. I don't focus on videos I did years ago. And people keep commenting on older ones, being rude to me, telling me fucking quality sucks, and you know what, I had to work with what I had back then. That's what I had. That's all I had. It worked for me. So, it's the last time I'm going to be mentioning this. So, I have this game again on the PS4. A lot of people probably don't know that, even though I've done a lot of videos. I got this game last year. Again, I got it again for my PS4. And I now own it 3 times. I own Sumeragi twice, but Vanilla 4 I also own, so that's why I say 3 times. So, I have Sumeragi twice. I have a PS3 version and a PS4 version. So, I only play the PS4 version now. I got it again so that I could record with my PS4 so that it could be clear for people to see. But some people, they don't know. They keep commenting on my old PS3 videos of this game, and I don't play it anymore. I haven't since the beginning of this year, before I had got it again. So please do not comment anymore on those videos. I even have that whole playlist locked off and set to private, but because the videos are set to public, they can still be viewed. And people are leaving negative comments on those videos, disliking it. I had a Kasuga and Kenshin gameplay video and people were disliking it because of the quality. Like, give me a fucking break. So, I don't play that anymore. I only ever play the PS4 version now. Just as a forewarning to anyone and everyone watching. Don't comment on those PS3 videos anymore because I'm not going to answer. Like I said, I'm even thinking of deleting them. I don't know if I will do that because that's like years of work that I put in just to say fuck it. Like, doesn't really seem fair to myself. But I'm so tired of this crap, basically. You know, people harass me on something I don't even do and haven't done in years. Like, I don't care, man. I still try to be nice to people, though. I don't know why. Too nice for my own good. People often take advantage of that. But, I did get asked, somebody asked me nicely, though, how to switch characters. I had mentioned it before in other videos, but I know a lot of new people have been showing up lately. They don't know about that, but I have this game multiple times, along with other games. I have like almost every game I have it at least twice. Unless it's like Warriors Retreat 3, I have that game 3 times. I have Ultimate on my PS3 and PS4 plus just regular 3. I have Warriors Retreat 3, then 3 Ultimate, like twice. So, with this game, Sumeragi I have twice, plus I have Vanilla 4. And I have Ukiden. And I also have Utage and Samurai Heroes. So, just again, for Sumeragi though, I only play the PS4 version. You won't even see the other ones I mentioned anymore because my camera died. I can't record those. So you will never see another Utage video again unless I get another camera. Same thing with Samurai Heroes. You'll never see any more videos on that ever again. The only Basara games you'll ever see might be this one and maybe Ukiden once in a while, but most likely only this one. So again, I wanted to do a little bit of random gameplay as well as show off what my button configurations are and were and how it works, how I have it set up. Try to explain it in a way that made that I understood. And that's basically it. So again, thanks for watching if you did. I'm Sovereign Sage. Again, for one last time, as annoying as it probably is, my up arrow is to switch between characters. My down arrow is to activate my style gauge, hero gauge, which slows down time. It's the blue bar that wraps around your character's picture. My left arrow is to control my second character, tell them where to go. My L2 button also does that. And then my right arrow on the D-pad switches between all 3 of my R2s. All 3 of my R2 special skills. So that's what all of these do. The one that's not listed, I can't remember what it does. I remember it just not doing something correctly for me, and that's why it's unselected, unsigned. I remember it just being repeated or something like that. I can't remember. That's what my button configurations are. This is what my other configurations are. like style camera. Do you want the camera on or dramatic? Stuff like that. But again, thanks for watching if you did. I'm Sovereign Sage. Hopefully I did help you with something. Understand something. Maybe if you did set your controller up like the way I have mine, maybe it'll be easier. It's easy for me. That's why I set it up the way I have it. It works fairly easier, and it's not complicated or convoluted. So again, hopefully hopefully I answered the questions. Hopefully people know how to activate Giga BASARA. So again, just hit your either the left arrow or the L2 button. Get your second character to move. A little beam of light will show up, and once the BASARA gauges, both gauges will glow red. So when they glow red, hit the circle button immediately, and it'll activate it. If you're afraid you're gonna run out of time with the red gauges, just spam the L2 button a lot to make your second character attack a lot, and it'll glow red constantly. As long as you're spamming the button, it'll glow the whole time, and then you can do it like that too. So it's up to you really. So again, thanks for watching. Arigatou gozaimasu, and I will see you later. So, じゃあね。